Obviously, I don't think this is a good movie. It's pretty empty. That's my problem with it. And Galactus, but did you know that actually, thanks to the benefit of hindsight, we know that we see Galactus at the beginning of the movie too, not just at the end. And just points out that, yeah, that was Galactus, that thing from Spaceballs, the vacuum sucker. By the way, I don't like Spaceballs. It's probably I just don't like Mel Brooks, but what are the jokes there? It's 3PO but female. Har har har. Hmm. So then we learned that the F4 did stuff between this and the previous movie, important things that even lasted longer than a simple battle with some supervillain, but was actually so important that it couldn't wait 5 minutes to make a wedding. So, what were those things? Especially that in the movie, we only see them dancing around, partying, and all that. So they don't seem busy. It's a conflict between the two messages. And they have money, so they could bring the official to the Baxter building and just pay him for a whole day or even a week if you want to. So he just hangs around, and when they have like half an hour or whatever, they can do it. I mean, what's the bare minimum necessary ceremony? Do you marry her? Do you take her? Yes. Do you go to her? Yeah. You go to him? Yes. Kiss. By the way, the movie fucks this up. You can make this shit up. They just kiss. For fuck's sake. And why is the movie hiding Silver Surfer? The guy on the poster. They show him like a comet or space light ball. They call him a meteor. Yeah, meteors definitely look like that in space. It takes a third of the movie to show Silver Surfer as he is on the poster. By the way, what is his shtick? Who is Silver Surfer? And who is his master? Nobody knows. The movie doesn't tell us. There is no conflict. There is absolutely nothing. They don't even have fight with him. They briefly encounter, I guess, in if you cram all the encounters, the screen time like 2 minutes of him, and they don't have powers to match Silver. So, what was the point? You know, the whole movie should be about the conflict of personality of being a Herald to Galactus and, facing Galactus or doing something to push him away. And one thing about Galactus, why he isn't supposed to be a giant space cloud. What does he do in the movie? He goes there, sucks the atmosphere from a planet, and then the planet explodes. That's not very impressive. What would be very impressive is enthusiastic. There is the giant man in the sky who assembles his ginormous spaceship. And then he's just standing there, and he doesn't care about you. He's so powerful that you don't have to care about. You can attack with all of your army, all of your technology, everything, and he just stands there and slowly assembling his spacecraft. That's the scary about Galactus. Not that he's destroying planets. Seriously. That's just a thing. A simple meteor or rogue planet can do the same. And on top of it, we are bringing back Doom. Why? We used him once, and the Fantastic Four is a decades-old franchise. I assume they have other villains. I heard they have the Mole Man, although I'm only familiar with Mole Man from the Superman franchise. By the way, that ancient black and white movie is kind of funny 50s B movie or something or like that. It's really watchable if you tolerate that era. But and on top of it, they are hiding Doom's look. The guy was shown in full metallic form at the end of the first movie. What are we doing here? It's just funny. And they are hinting Doom, Herald of Galactus, but they don't go there. That would be something worth watching. Silver Surfer gets out of the business, Galactus swaps Herald, and now Doom is the Herald, so Earth is out of, by contractually, Galactus cannot consume Earth. Great, fantastic, that's a valid end for a pretty boring movie. And is this a superhero movie? I mean, we get the usual shenanigans and some working for the government science bubble, but otherwise the Fantastic Four is acting like jerks. Like retaking the luggage space from some innocent woman, or Johnny is just flying with the airplane. They don't spending enough money to get proper phrase for the thing. By the way, it's good they fit in to the chairs of the airplane, but that scene reminded me that the thing is heavy. In the first movie, we saw him collapsing a bar chair. It was not like sitting down and immediately collapsing. It was on the weight limit, so maybe the chair was, a bit defective or a bit lower quality. But here in the plane, it reminded me those chairs always could carry those super overweight people. 200-300 the English battery, whatever. 200-300 kilo people. Those currents who demanded extra space, 2 chairs for their size. Those chairs can carry weight, and always could. Those chairs didn't get reinforced because the super fat people. That's something to think about. Let's talk about Ben's relationship with Alicia. I bet they are having sex. And I'm 100% sure Ben is having a thick dick. I heard those are popular nowadays. But I have a question related to Ben's anatomy. Does he bleed? What's with his internal structure? Does medical procedures work on him? Can he be infected with bacteria, viruses, mushrooms, whatever? Does he spit sperm or sand or lava? I mean, okay, obviously not lava, but some liquid rock? Is he technically human? Or does he need to wear condom? The implications of this movie with PG-rated sex scenes. I mean nudity. Why do we have Jessica Alba full nude and we don't even see her ass? What's the point? And when it comes to, so the surfer is going through buildings like some Temu Vision and is digging holes like Stanley. It's so dumb. And he turns into a Teletubby? Those theories that it could make Teletubbies into some average horror are absolutely valid. But when it comes to the central conflict, so to say, in the movie, we have the original Martha moment. Seriously, that's how this movie is resolved. So Storm looks like Martha, the love of Silver Surfer. So Silver Surfer is just without any dialogue. Dialogue that should have been Batman vs. Superman. 3 stories happened Batman vs. Superman in comic book format in Hungary, and all of them was about talking. There was no direct conflict with Superman. Literally, the second issue of Superman was about contained the Batman vs. Superman story, and Batman won by threatening Superman's moral code that if you even touch me, an innocent person will blow up. And all along Batman had a bomb on himself. I'm not kidding. That was what I expected from Batman vs. Superman. A long court trial where in the trailer you see this space thing crashes Metropolis or Gotham or whatever, and that should have been Superman's spacecraft. Baby Superman arrived, and Batman's from that point building all this imaginary hype that alien threat is coming. And all the cutscene should have. That's what it was supposed to be. Like that whole rogues of Star Wars. I will bring it up every time. My headcanon was always that some low-level official on the Death Star or some, what's the thing that legal office that registers copyrights? me heard someone talking about the empire building this thing, and he's get some minor piece of like the space shaft and putting it together and giving the blueprints to Leia Organa, and all that was happening without any action. And I will always be mad that that wasn't the official story. Either way. So, Silver Surfer just decides and blows up Galactus? That's never occurred to him? He's this dumb? And Galactus is that dumb that that fraction of a power could blow him up? And seriously, Galactus is a space cloud that lives on Endor. This makes no sense. None of this makes sense. If Chewbacca lives on Endor, you must have quit.